The river roared like a beast unleashed, its waters swollen, wild, untamable. To most, it meant danger. To one general, it meant victory. As his men hesitated, he looked at the flood and smiled.
This,
He said,
is the moment they won't expect us.
and with that, he launched a strike that would shake a kingdom. This is Stories of Strategy, learning Sun Tzu through legends.
China, 621 AD. The Tang dynasty was young, powerful in ambition but fragile in reality. In the south, a warlord named Xian had declared himself emperor, reviving the old Liang kingdom. From his fortress in Jiangling, he ruled vast stretches of the Yangtze basin, commanding tens of thousands of troops. He was confident. He had the river. And he believed no army could reach him when the flood season came. Emperor Gaozu of Tang knew that the unification of China could not wait. He ordered a campaign. The trusted prince Li Xiaogong would command the expedition, but alongside him came a quieter figure, Li Jing, recently promoted from civil duties. A man whose name was not yet legend, but soon would be. By the time the army reached the upper Yangtze, it was late autumn. The rains had swelled the river into a monstrous torrent. The current raged like a living beast. Waves slammed against rocks with deafening force. The generals were alarmed.
This is suicide.
One muttered.
Even if we survive the crossing, we'll be exhausted before battle. No army moves during flood season.
Another warned.
Even the Qin didn't.
But Li Jing stood on the riverbank silent for a long moment. Then his eyes narrowed.
Exactly. No army would move now. That's why we must.
He turned to Li Xiaogong and spoke with firm conviction.
Xian believes he's safe. He will have sent his men to harvest crops. If we move now, if we become the river, he won't see us coming until we're at his gates.
There was silence. Then slowly Li Xiaogong nodded. Orders were given. The fleet was readied. They would ride the flood. The Tang warships launched at dawn. The current caught them like a bowstring released. Hundreds of boats hurtled downriver, half sailing, half flung. Waves slammed against hulls, masts bent under the screaming wind. But the soldiers held fast. Li Jing stood at the front of the command boat, cloak whipping in the wind, watching the banks blur past.
Steady!
He shouted.
Let the water carry us. Let fear carry them.
They passed towns and villages, before news could even spread. Entire command posts were overrun before alarms rang. By the third day, they were at the gates of Jiangling. Xiaoqian was stunned.
Impossible!
He muttered.
The river, it should have stopped them.
He had only a skeleton garrison in the city. His main force was spread across farms, helping with autumn harvests. Frantically, he sent messengers riding in every direction.
Return at once. Tang troops are here.
But it was too late. The outer walls fell quickly. Panic spread through the streets. Supplies were low. Morale, lower. Tang soldiers fanned out, cutting off the last roads. Jiangling was sealed like a jar. Inside the palace, Xian paced. He knew what was coming. After 5 days of siege, he emerged from the city, robes muddied, crown abandoned, holding out the imperial seal in surrender. The war was over, but more than that, a principle had been proven. Li Jing had broken the enemy without a prolonged battle. He had used nature not as an obstacle, but as a weapon. Sun Tzu wrote,
When crossing rivers, observe the enemy. If the enemy is far, cross quickly. But if the water is dangerous, understand the risk and seize it if you must.
Li Jing understood it perfectly. Where others saw danger, he saw opportunity. Where others hesitated, he acted, and that made all the difference. The river did not destroy his army. It destroyed certainty, Xiaoqian's belief that he was safe. That alone was enough to collapse a kingdom. This is the true mastery of marching, knowing not just the path, but the moment to take it.
This is China Tales. Subscribe for more stories of ancient wisdom and strategy.